Today we will talk about drugs, about addictions, about sex addiction, about other types of addictions. And as a person who used drugs around 2 years, even more, no more, around 3.5 years. But first it was like time to time, then it was more often. Yeah, and okay, let's be honest and step by step talk about this. uh, it's a message for people who use it. It's a message for people who has sex addiction, because most of people who watch me, it's a gay people, and my English videos mostly for gay people. So, and this message is for people who understood that something is wrong in their life. you know for people who, like example, if you cannot enjoy sex without alcohol, if you cannot enjoy sex without drugs, if you cannot build long-term relations at all, because only one thing that you can do is find on date application someone for random sex. And if maybe early before it was, I don't know, one person a week, now you understand that because of some reason, when you grow, when you become older, you meet more and more people for sex, and it's 1 2 times meetings, and after this sex you feel drained, you don't feel happy. Maybe for sensitive people, people who really sensitive to their energy, you even feel like your energy was poisoned after this sex. Or other moment, when you try this typical gay lifestyle, and you felt that, oh my god, it's not for me. But in the same time, you cannot find long-term partner because of some reasons, and you kind of closed for yourself topic of sex, because you cannot find partner for long-term relationship. But from other side, you're not happy with this typical party gay lifestyle. Okay, first of all, if you want to read more about my research about all this gay lifestyle, like I mean party, drugs, when people move from one gay pride to other gay pride, and people can be, it's okay if you, I don't know, 25 years old, but when you become 30 40 50 years old, and people lost themselves in this circle of parties, prides, substances, addictions, uh, it's a right of these people for sure, it's not judgment. But my message is for people who are in this circle and understand something is wrong in my life. For people who not okay with that, you know, first time when I tried these substances, it was when I was around 27 years old. It was a guy who come to me. I was very naive, 27, but I don't know, naive like a child. And he brought a lot of stuff, pills, something like that. And he said, "You want to smoke?" I was like, "No, I do not know what is that. I don't want." And he started to do it, and he felt, "Oh, I feel so good," something like that. Okay, I said, "Okay, let me try." No, it started some craziness, because I tried something one, and then he gave me something second, third. It was a lot of, it was a mix of everything in my blood that night. And I was like, oh, crazy, crazy, it's so good, like, and oh, it was so dirty. Oh, he started to invite a lot of guys. It was like mix of guys in one night. I didn't know how it worked. The most interesting, when you try this first time, you don't know mechanism. You don't know that it's a fake pleasure. You don't know that what drugs do. They literally, in artificial way, extremely increase level of hormones, dopamine and other hormones of happiness in your blood. And people who are with a strong energy, who doesn't have, um, kind of, who potentially not involved in this, they will try it and say, wait, I don't like, it's not for me. People who have tendency to addictions, who has kind of a weak resistance to all the things like me in the past. We just try and wow, wow, so fun, so good, because right that moment when you try it first time, you don't feel any how to say, you don't feel any damage, you don't feel any how it destroy your body and your mind in a moment when you first time use it. You feel just so fun. And and exactly in this moment you become like a catched to this fake feeling, because some people say that, oh, it's the most pleasant feeling in their life because before they didn't feel it. Actually, what do people who has drugs addiction and who use it regularly? They just escape from reality, because real life, real reality is not so pleasant. They cannot find themselves in this life. People lost in relations, in maybe some other moments of their life. In my case, when I use it, I always say that for me, reason why I use it, it's to get pleasure. Because in some way, I'm honest, I'm a slave of pleasure. I adore everything what connected with the pleasure. It's my motivation. It's something what, it's like my motivation to live. You know, we have different motivations. For me, it's a big part of my life and my motivation, just enjoy. I love beautiful coffee places. For me, it's like very big way to get pleasure when I, and you know, I love beautiful things. I love today I drink tea because you know today I have very powerful inspirational day. Today I decided just to eat herbs, like I have like specific herbs, and for health, for detox, and just tea. It's a tea, not coffee. It's puer tea. And my suggestion, if you have actually, poetry is always good, but especially if you have some very emotional moments in your life when you need some focus and concentration, poetry is really help, because it helps to balance your energy and make you like grounded and you know like one line, like focused and concentrated. Okay, so we back to this moment. First time you try it and you feel this extreme pleasure. This is the first moment that you become catched to. Why? I don't want to criticize. I'm not a doctor and I'm not a psychologist. But let's be honest. Why people who visit doctors and psychologists not always can get rid from drugs addiction? They, in a lot of cases, just back like a circle, because to get rid of this addiction, it's a very complex question with a lot of aspects. And in this video, doesn't matter, I can help, but doesn't matter, you will go through this with my help or with help of other people. But I want to show you like basic points that you need to pay attention to in your energy, in your mind, in your emotions, if you want to get rid from drugs addiction, mostly about drugs, but also because you know, I never used alcohol and I never go through this or smoking. But I can say that after soul reconnection sessions, people get rid of sugar addiction and uh, sometimes alcohol and sometimes tobacco addiction when we didn't have this goal. It's like people just send me a message next day, wow, today I don't want to smoke, but I smoked before. Like one guy, no, it was example with alcohol. One guy sent me a message, like I drink some alcohol time to time, few times a week, 15 years. After our session, he woke up and he said no. And also other guy, but with him we had around 4 sessions, and he stopped to eat sugar and do masturbation. It's not bad, but it's really drain your energy if you do it not consciously, and you don't know how to do it. If you want to know how to do it, I will teach you. Okay, Joe. So, first moments that catch you, this fake pleasure and extreme level of happiness, and you start to feel everything like feel really deep. And when you have sex with drugs, you start to feel it like really, really deep and very high level. First of all, in your brain, that night or day when you tried it first time, creating a lot of mental stereotypes that it's the highest level of pleasure in your life. A lot of guys, they told me, don't do it, don't try it, because if you try it once, just normal sex will be never interesting for you again. False. You can back pleasure from sex to your life, but you need few years of recovering and a lot of energy healing. I know what I'm talking about. But let's be honest, most of guys who start to use drugs, they never felt real pleasure from sex. That's why they start to use it. Why? Because, okay, let's finish with point number one. Like in your brain, you create stereotypes at the highest level of pleasure. So when we do energy healing, I don't know how to do it with psychology. I do not believe that it's possible. Maybe regression, with the people who do regress, like go back and rewrite memories. I literally rewrite memories of people when I do remote healing sessions, or better for sure when I touch, because if I touch, I can work with the brain and rewrite memories. You need to rewrite, change your memories, and make these situations that happened with you when you use drugs as a neutral, like a zero emotions. You need to back to this situation, understand how much you hurt yourself, what kind of was your payback for this fake pleasure. Better if with healer who can show you, who can explain you, show you how much was damaged your brain, to make also conscious decision. What you choose, you choose this fake pleasure, or you choose healthy life, but maybe you need more time to discover your sexuality, to discover something in your life, something that push you to do it. So first of all, it's a stereotype that we need to destroy in your brain and rewrite your memories. Second moment, if person from the start agreed to use drugs, it means that already something is wrong in the life of this person. What I mean wrong? Like example, in my case, I really love sex. I enjoy sex, but because a lot of fears, a lot of feeling of guiltiness, a lot of it's very individual, it's very personal. Like example, in my case, I grew up with a grandmother mostly, and I grew up in Ukraine, is in post USSR community, and for sure I got a lot of instilled mental ideas about sexuality, about gay sexuality, that it's forbidden, that it's something wrong with me, that I'm gay. I forgot the name of this book, but one of authors who wrote a lot about gay psychology, he wrote it in his book that usually parents in 100% cases know that their child is gay, and subconsciously, doesn't matter what in modern Western world people try to convince that like how to say, gay lifestyle, it's okay, and acceptance, everything, it's truth, it's okay, it's good, but subconsciously for every 99% of parents, if they have traditional sexual preferences, they are straight, and they, for them, very valuable to have, like example, grandchildren, and they start to understand that their son, like example, is gay, and he will not have traditional wife, he will not, but potentially he will not continue next generation. It's a very big pain, even if they don't say that, and subconsciously this child start to feel some rejection. It's if parents hide it, but some parents openly talk about that. In let's say less Western developed communities, People start to find solutions how to help their child to avoid like homosexual life of style of life. And it's truth. It's truth because I know that people watch me from a lot of countries. Some societies more, not, let's not say developed, more progressive and how to say, like democratic, yeah, like and some more traditional. It's other question how much modern propaganda use gay people to use our energy, to use our lives, to instill us that parties and all this crazy lifestyle it's normal. It's different question. It's a lot of porn, a lot of addictions, a lot of parties, and they try to convince gay people that it's normal, and people just catch this moment. And actually, let's go to the next point of liberation of drug addiction. It's community with whom you every day, with whom you talk, with whom you spend time. If, like example, all your friends with whom you are use drugs, or like example, they have sex only with alcohol, or something like, or other addictions, how do you think you will be able to get rid from addictions if you every day talk to people who are the same addicted, for whom it's normal? It's like, again, my message is for people who understand that something is wrong in all this story, that it's not normal what happens for them, for me, because I will be honest, always when I used something, after I felt horrible, I chat to my healers, to my friends, to my psychologists, and I always had, I swear, after every session, I had only one question: why I did it again, and why some power pushed me to do it again. But we will talk about this. What kind of power push you? Even if you decide to stop it, it's something that, like a voice. Oh no, do it. Just one more time. Just do it. Relax. And you do it. But let's back to topic of society and your environment. Your environment extremely influence on you. In my language we have phrase, show me five your best friends and I will tell you who you are. If you think that uh, you can change your behavior, change your lifestyle, but you will not change your environment, I'm sorry, but you are very wrong. Because you every day can talk to people for whom it's normal, who will not support you in get rid of this, who will tell you every day it's normal, because for them it's normal. But my message again for people who understand that it's not normal. Yes, this way, when I started to do it and I finished like around 2 years ago, actually I started when I was 27 and I finished when I was 31. Now I'm 33. So it's a not 2 year story, it's around 4 year story. Just I started with something like once in a half of year, but then often. And when I started to do it almost every weekend, my inner voice told me it's addiction, because I have very strong connection with my soul, with my intuition. I have very strong connection with higher forces. I can listen universe, I can listen my soul. And this voice told me it's addiction. I said, no, it's not addiction. It's addiction. And I sit like, I'm Alex. I don't think that I'm bad person or drug addicted. But if we look on facts that I did it, like, I don't know, maybe around 3 or 4 times almost every weekend, it was like the deepest, point in my life, like very down. I realized, wow, this is, wow, I'm really addicted. And you can start at least with the truth, Do not escape from the truth. Only truth heal us. To be honest with yourself, is it normal that you cannot sleep a few nights after this? Is it normal that you destroy your health? Is it normal that if, like example, you involve to all these parties and you have random sex with random people without protection, then you get some antibiotics to antibiotics kills your inner organs. It kills microflora in your belly. How to say, in 16, yeah, I'm sorry, I my English, yeah, languages is my weak part. I learned English around more than, I don't know, 15 years. And cannot, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm sure that you understand me, and the most important, so you kill your microflora with antibiotics. It's not a joke. Prep, it's not a joke. Prep kill your liver by itself. Prep kill your поджелудочная железа, pancreas, your kidneys, your liver. Please read, when you take pill of PrEP, please read instruction and how much side effects have this medicine. Open this crazy big instruction and read how it kills by itself. Once I was in a hospital, with infections, and it was people with hepatitis, chronic hepatitis B and C. I did some research, and I talked to that people, and I've seen that people who use long-term therapy, like a lot of years with a chronic, as I know right now, hepatitis C can be treated fully, yeah, and hepatitis B, I think, no. But people who take this, because it's the same medicines that people use for PrEP, for treating HIV, and the same against chronic hepatitis, to remove replication of viruses, they have they absolutely unhealthy and they are yellow. And I ask myself, if traditional medicine say that chronic hepatitis can be healed with these pills, why these people have yellow faces and they look so horrible, not healthy at all? You can laugh, but I know that I'm very connected with universe. And answer was next, because of these pills. People die and people become unhealthy, mostly not because of this hepatitis. But please don't, I mean, if you follow some medical instructions, just do it. It's my opinion on my channel. I don't say that you should not use it. It's not true. No, use if you follow your doctors, but it's what results of my research. They kill their liver with these pills plus virus. In the end, it can kill them. But again, it's my opinion on my channel and how I look on these questions. You can look on this in a different way. So, okay, let's back to our topic, and I think it will be next video. It will be part 2, because I think it's already a long video. What we discussed today, it's a trigger when you first time use it. And second, it's your environment, who around you. And if you want to change your behavior, for sure, it's important to change environment and to healthy. And if you started to use drugs and for you it was okay to try it first time, it's definitely that you have something inside, that it's like you don't have natural protection from these extremely dangerous things. In your conscious, it's normal because of some circumstances. Also, sorry, but you don't love yourself. If you really love yourself, if you really love yourself, you look in this and you'll understand, oh my God, I love my body, I love my energy, I love my life so much that it even will not come to my mind to use it. It's like it will be out of your world, but because of some circumstances, you decided to use it. And in the next video, we will talk about this.